What is up, everyone, and welcome to the top 5 mistakes that you may have already made or you're going to make when buying fireworks for the 4th of July. So the top 5 reasons are coming up now, but we're going to go in reverse. I'm going to go from number 1 to 5. So the number 1 biggest mistake that everybody makes year in and year out is buying assortments. I know I might be shocking some people. If you're new to the channel, I highly recommend, I will link it in the description, or you can literally just go into YouTube, why you should never buy a TNT firework assortment. That's all you gotta look up. It's on my channel. It's been there for 5 years now. I go into detail. It's a juicer. It's a long one. It's 17 minutes long. Goes into detail why you should not buy one and why buying individual items off the stand shelf is better than cherry picking. It goes into great detail, kind of, and just kind of shows you what's in assortments and stuff that you can buy at the stand that are 10 times better for cheaper and basically more bang for your buck, quite literally. So the number 2 greatest mistake, I would say, is not knowing your rewraps, and that kind of comes with knowledge and research, which we'll get into in a minute. So rewraps are very common in the firework industry and community. So I'll go over what just a quick little rewrap that is basically showing you're losing money. So this year in 2023, we have a firework called Game Mode. It was currently 40% off for $2.40. There's another firework called Jalapeno Popper for $7.50 basically. These two are the exact same fountain. If you don't believe me, we'll look at it now. We're going to go to my best buddy, Barbecue Rando, here, to the ranch here, and we're going to look at these fountains right here. So he's right here is Game Mode. We're going to speed it up a little bit. So we see that it's got a little bit of color here, followed by the second tube, which is a nice little thruster of crackle right here. So the first stage got some color, second crackle, and then a little bit of a poof at the end. Next up, Jalapeno Popper. Let's see what happens here. We got to speed it up again because we didn't speed this one up. So then you have your colors, your grid, red and green again.
Remember, this was only $2.
And it was only $2 for him. Unfortunately, we had to pay $7.50. Rando making a killing out there. So we're going to wait for the second tube. Boom, there it goes. Second tube is the crackle. So it's literally the same firework. And you guys can do this on yourself, by yourself, just looking up YouTube videos. Same speed, or same length of the firework, everything. Everything's the same. So if you actually look at these two next to each other, same thing. Same thing with Cool Cat and... where's the other guy? Cool Cat and Cool Breeze, also the same fountain. Cool Cat, Cool Breeze, and Crickets. Those are all the same. Fun fact. The other thing you should know, Ellie. Where's Ellie? Where's that elephant? Right here. This used to be power on. I don't know if you guys remember, a couple years ago they used to have a firework that had like power stuff on it and like electricity. It was called power on. It had a lot of good crackle. Yeah, that's Ellie. They just literally made it an elephant now and not a cool electrical thing. Take a hit. Now I get flacked for this because I know it is a Purple Rain, Jumbo Purple Rain rewrap, but either I'm colorblind or whatever, but it's either bluish purple or purple blue. I don't know. It's basically Take a Hit is purple, Jumbo Purple Rain, blue or purple, whatever. Take your pick. It's the same firework. It's just the pearls are blue, whatever. But I digress. We're getting sidetracked. So yeah, number 2 is not knowing your rewraps and missing out on deals. The third biggest mistake would be judging a book by its cover, or judging a firework by its cover. So if I were to look at these, just a couple items here, I will be like, dude, I want the Big Bang and the Allegiance. Look at the Allegiance. Man, that thing looks awesome. That's probably the best cover art I've ever seen. That's like screaming 4th of July, patriotic America, yeah! And then you watch this. This is the most expensive fountain. And if you don't watch the video, you realize this is kind of boring. It's basically a very long fountain. Not really any... the finale is very lackluster on this. It's very tame, basically. For the amount that you're paying, it is... it's not very good. And I always like to go into the 3D view, because what this does is it actually shows the staging a little better. And actual colors, because cameras don't really pick up the colors that well. So this actually tells you how many shots it has. Shots is how many tubes. So this $130 million fountain only has 11 tubes in it, and they definitely could put more tubes in this thing. Also kind of cool, they have a little add to show thing, but that's besides the point. And then you can watch your show. So I could go back and add, let's see, we go here, we do this, and we add to show, and then we watch my show, and then you know, we're how do we do this now? Add firing positions. Okay, how do I add another one? Copy. Alright, play. Where's all my fountains? Oh, there we go. Yeah, here we go. We got 3 fountains, three opening shows going off. Where's the crackle at the end? The crackle really doesn't do it justice on this thing. But yeah, so you can make technically your own little fountain show on there. So I got a little sidetracked there. So don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a firework by its art, because yeah, so that ties into the next one. They're pretty much the same tip, is do your research prior to buying fireworks, right? So let's see, what is really, we'll use tentacles as an example. So tentacles, you're at the stand, you're like, oh, you know, that looks interesting, maybe we should buy that, it's $70. I just Google tentacle, add TNT at the end of it, boom, you find it. And then you open this up here, you find this weird sketchy website. I don't know about this, we're not going there, we need to just go to YouTube. Alright, so they're lighting off some tentacles here, we're going to make it bigger. Alright, the first stage, it's got some chrysanthemums, Alright, nothing special there. Crackle, okay, we got 2 going off, not bad. Could be better. So far, nothing too crazy. I don't see what's tentacly about this, so okay. A minute long of just 2 effects, I feel like. That's kind of weird. That's nothing really special. $70 for 2 of these. That's awful, right? Like you could buy several other fountains for $70. So a minute of garbage, basically, right? So that's literally all it is just make sure you take the time. If you really want to make your money go to the best extent, to just take the extra time to look up some fountains. It's just on YouTube. It's pretty easy. And if you're not into that, then you probably wouldn't be watching this video, so I don't have to talk to you. Or you've already clicked off by now. So it's only the actual people that are into fireworks still here. So now that you made it this long and into my rambling and my ADHD adventures, now you'll get into the good stuff. So the biggest thing, the number 4 reason would be is not knowing the other stands that other people don't know about. So Samoan Farms is a pretty big TNT stand, and their prices are pretty much like how they used to be 10 years ago. So they're in Fresno, off Clovis and Ashland. So these are some of their prices. Really good deals here, but I just want to show you. But you're like, what? $14.99 for Purple Rains? You get 4 of them. You get 4 rockets, 4 killer bees. You get 2. You get these 2 for $25. That's pretty dang good. You open up this, and what? The Big Bang? This 650. They have the new Big Bang. The one that I got, they have it for $650. They have the what's it called? The firework launch pad heroes. They have that for $400. They have the All American for $100. They have the family pack for $50. The 49er for $70. They have the sack pack for $20. So that's another thing. Also another website. If Fresno's too far south, if you're a little bit more in the Sacramento Modesto area, there is another one that I've done several videos on. Fireworks Unlimited, also another stand that you can get like different brands other than TNT. I'll show some of you their assortments. So they got a lot of Jake's Fireworks, which is mainly world class, and they have a lot of DFS stuff as well. The DFS is streamlined, stuff like that. So definitely pretty cheap stuff here. They have really good novelties. Magic Horseshoe, that used to be an OG Monster Parade from TNT. They have a lot of, like Bee's Knees, that's a really good one. Some really good novelties. They have the Crackling Cactus. They have Crackling Growl Blooms, these Jack-in-the-Boxes, all that stuff. All that stuff is good. So just like that, there's like the TNT Super Center. There's several places you could go that that you guys may not be aware of, and it just kind of takes you getting involved in the community to figure these things out. And watching these videos is how you learn. But last but not least, number 5, the moment you all been waiting for. What is the biggest mistake, even though it should have been 1, but 1 was buying an assortment, but then on the other side of the pendulum, it's number 5, which is not saving enough money for a finale, not buying a finale fountain, not doing your research about them, basically not getting a finale. So TNT usually has the best quote-unquote finales, the best safe and sane finale you could buy through all of California without having to go to DFS or the other stands that they have. Would probably be the opening show, followed by like Living the Dream and all that stuff. Because opening show, this ending right here, the spread on this is far better than anything you can buy at Phantom. So not having a good finale is really important. This is an expensive fountain, I understand that, but this fountain makes everything better. This, like, if you've bought the Awestruck, and most of those fountains in there are 1 tubes and they don't really have any crazy effects, this makes the night worth it, right? So what I also want to say is there's also a way, if you only have $60 or $20. So if you only have $20, you can buy 1 Centennial and it'll be good. If you have $40, you can buy 2 Centennials, it'll be good. I have a 3 TNT Centennial budget finale. This is my patented budget finale, but I would spread them out more. But basically, this is $60 with these 3 fountains, and it's shooting off 9 tubes at once, and it's got a crazy amount of crackle. This does the same thing as the opening show, and you save some money. Alright, and that was the top 5 mistakes that you could possibly make on the 4th of July. I know this because I've made all these mistakes. This was all stuff that I learned as I went, and I wanted to make a video. These are probably the top 5, boom, boom, boom. If I were to tell somebody that's, just getting into it, or trying to, just a quick little video to tell them, if they have nothing, they knew nothing about fireworks and trying to have the best show for the family, I wanted that to just rattle off real quick. Obviously, I go off on tangents, but that's just me. That's why I think some people like me. But I just try to make these videos unscripted, off the cuff, just doing this to help families out there hopefully have a better 4th of July than they had last year. The prices are insane, so if I can help out even just 1 or 2 families have a better 4th of July and have a great one every year, that's all I care about. I just care about carrying on the fun that I had as a child, and now I'm having as an adult, wasting my money on fireworks now. So if you guys didn't like the video, you can leave me a nasty comment. You can tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. I don't care. If it is positive criticism, I got no problem with that. I'm just trying to make everybody have a wonderful, safe 4th of July and to enjoy it with y'all's family. Make sure you guys keep all your fingers and all your toes, and please do not drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid, and above all else, have a happy 4th of July.